Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. In today's video, we're going to be in the Tome of Blood from 3rd edition, looking at prestige classes. The prestige class we're looking at today is the Mage of the Arcane Order. We will look at the class as it is, the requirements for the class, then we'll look at the table for the class, and then we'll read the actual breakdown of what's the specials you get for the class. We'll discuss it a little bit. We'll also talk about how, if and what changes I'd make if I was using this in a Pathfinder 1E game. So, without further ado, the hit dice for the Mage of the Arcane Order is a D4. So when you start taking levels in it, you get a D4 hit dice. The requirements: you need to have Knowledge Arcane at 8 ranks, 2 Meta Magic feats, one of them has to be Cooperative spell. Ability to prepare and cast arcane spells of 2nd level or higher, and the prospective members must pay an initiation fee of 750 gold. The knowledge 8 ranks for Pathfinder, I would reduce that down to 5 ranks, because the way the skill system was set up in 3rd edition, you could have the maximum ranks equal to your level plus 3 in a skill, and where Pathfinder is, the maximum ranks is equal to your level, with your starting class skills getting a plus 3 miscellaneous bonus. So you would still have that 8 at 5th level, but it would be a plus 5 on ranks. You would get, the skills are the same as the skills for a wizard, and you'd get the same amount of skill points, 2 plus your intelligence modifier. You gain no new weapon or armor proficiencies when you take this prestige class. So let's look at the table now. The base attack bonus looks like that of a wizard. It starts at a plus 0 at 1st level and ends at a plus 5 at 10th level. So say you were 5th level wizard, you would have a plus 2 attack, base attack, and then you would add this base attack to it. And every time when you'd look at the table that it shows you would have an extra attack for that base attack bonus, you would gain it. So when you max this out, if you gain no more wizard levels before you max this out, you would have a 7 base attack, so you'd have at least 2 attacks. Your best save for this prestige class is will save. It starts at a plus 2 and will end at a plus 7. Your fort and your reflex saves start at plus 0. They are your worst saves for the prestige class. They will end at a plus 3 at 10th level. One benefit of this class is every level of this class gives you 1 to your existing spellcasting class when calculating spells known and spells you can cast level-wise. And you'd get to increase your spell book equal to, I believe it's 2 every time you get a level, of the highest level spell you can now cast. So at 1st level, you become a guild member and you get spell pool 1. At 2nd level, you get research breakthrough. At 3rd level, you get bonus language. At 4th level, you get spell pool 2. At 5th level, you get new spell. At 6th level, you get bonus language. At 7th level, you get spell pool 3. At 8th level, you get new spell. At 9th level, you get research breakthrough. And at 10th level, you get regent. So, let's see what guild member is. What are the perks? A guild level mage of the Arcane Order pays monetary dues and accepts various duties in return for various benefits. The dues are 30 gold pieces per month. Duties include putting in an appearance on campus at least once every 6 months and accepting any special commissions handed down by the senior members. A guild mage who falls into errors on his dues by more than 3 months has his membership revoked and loses access to the spell pool. Reinstating membership is difficult. However, ex-members do not lose any spells or metamagic feats they had gained while in good standing. A member in good standing may board at the Arcane Order campus between adventures, paying only 5 SP per day for a common quality meal and lodging. At his leisure, he may browse the Order's well-respected library, which is stocked with tomes on both mundane and arcane lore. Likewise, he may use the common laboratory facilities when creating a minor or medium magic item, although material costs remain out of pocket. Furthermore, he is free to read and post notices on the job board. A mundane medium whereby follows members of the Order pass information, advertise their interests in research topics or adventure, or attempt to sell an interesting oddity, magical or otherwise. Last but not least, members form professional ties with their fellow wizards, possibly leading to lasting friendships or at least allies. Spell pool. Beginning at first level, mages of the Arcane Order can cast spells from a common source, the spell pool. This is a spell-like ability. New members receive a special focus. It's a small trinket chosen by the spellcaster, such as a ring, a brooch, a scarf, or other portable item at the time of their initiation. The focus allows access to the spell pool and works only for its owner. If he loses his focus, he must undergo another initiation. The range of available spells increases at levels 4 and 7. See the spell pool section below. Research breakthrough. At 2nd and 9th levels, a mage of the Arcane Order gains a sudden insight from studying the reconstructed text of ancient magical grammars. He gains a bonus metamagic feat. Bonus language. At 3rd and 6th level, the guild mage's access to the Order's superb library and resources allows him to learn a new language. New spells. When the mage of the Arcane Order reaches 5th and 8th level, a fellow wizard allows the character to copy a spell from his or her spellbook. Chosen by the player, subject to the DM's approval, he does not need to make a spellcraft check, although specialist wizards still cannot learn spells from prohibited schools. I believe in Pathfinder you can, you just can't cast them at potent enough levels. Regent. A 10th level mage of the Arcane Order is awarded the status of Regent. He no longer pays dues, but continues to receive all the benefits of the guild membership. A Regent gains a +2 competence modifier on all charisma-based interaction checks when dealing with lower-level members of the Order. The Regents set the Arcane Order's rules and policies, meeting each month in the Council of Regents. A Regent must attend 6 council meetings in 1 year or be removed from the council and lose his Regent status. Enacting new policies or eradicating old ones requires a 3/5 majority vote to pass. Generally, the council hands out commissions for lower-level mages of the Arcane Order to perform on behalf of the guild. An individual regent may also head up a special group of lower-level members to accomplish a specific goal, such as investigating a crime committed using magic, undertaking an archaeological dig of an ancient site of wizardry, or some other important task. The spell pool. A magic reservoir of spell energy is bound into special matrix in a guarded vault in the Mathcomon's sublevel. Using his guild focus, a mage of the arcane order can call spells from the common resource at need. Calling a spell. Calling a spell from the spell pool can be done at any distance, but requires the caster to have an open, unused spell slot of the appropriate level. Wizards preparing spells for the day decide at that time whether to leave some spell slots open. The spellcaster can call only 4 spells of level that could normally cast. He can only call 4 spells of the levels he can normally cast. He can call a number of spells per day whose total levels are equal to or less than half his caster level, minimum of 1. For example, a 5th level wizard can call on 2nd level spells or on 1 2nd level spell or 2 1st level spells per day, assuming he has slots available and his spell pool debt isn't too high. When caster calls a spell, he takes the full round action to concentrate on the focus. The spell appears in the caster's mind at the beginning of his next turn in the round, and he can be used immediately. However, if he does not cast the called spell within 1 minute per caster level, it fades from his mind as though cast. Wizards cannot learn the called spells despite its temporary presence, though, of course, they could later attempt to learn a spell of the same name through standard means. Spell availability. 3 stages of access to the spell pool exist. A member's first joining the order gains a spell pool 1 privilege, which grants access to spells of 1st to 3rd level. Spell pool 2 allows 4th to 6th level spells, and spell pool 3 grants 7th to 9th level spells. No 0 level spells are available, but the spell pool can provide any other spell on the wizard sorcerer spell list in the player's handbook, as well as any additional spells designated by the DM. Spell pool debt. Every time a spellcaster calls a spell, he incurs a debt. He must return an energy packet to the spell pool. A spell he has prepared, or can cast in the sorcerer's case, of equal level to the called, or a number of spells whose combined levels total the level of the spell called. For instance, the spell pool debt of a 5th level spell is 5 levels, which could be paid off with another 5th level spell or any combination of spells whose levels total 5. Returning a spell is a full round action, like casting a spell, and depletes a prepared spell slot or uses up a spell slot for the day if the spell had been cast. The debt need not be repaid immediately. In fact, a spellcaster can accumulate a spell pool debt equal to 3 times his caster level, which includes your levels in this prestige class for calculating your caster level, before facing penalties. Thus, a 5th level sorcerer, 5th level mage of the arcane order, could call up to 30 levels of spells from the spell pool. However, upon incurring 31 or more spell levels of debt, his access to the spell pool is automatically suspended until he reduces the debt to 30 or below. Nothing prevents a spellcaster from paying ahead of time, giving him a positive balance, so to speak. Likewise, another guild member may agree to pay off or make a payment towards a caster's spell pool debt in return for a service, money, or other considerations. A spell currency of sort has developed within the arcane order, where spellcasters often pay each other with levels of spell pool debt, informally called charms. And that's the spell pool part of the Mage of the Arcane Order. Well, looking at it, there's not a lot of changes I'd make to this. A couple things seem a little weak, like bonus language. But if I wanted to change that, I would just add where there's bonus language, also give that as another research breakthrough, give them a bonus meta magic feat at that level as well. And that would add a little bit more power to the class. But overall, it is a good class. You get reinforcements from a guild that would support you. Downside is you got to pay some gold into it. So overall, I'd say this is pretty balanced. I'd just probably add, like I said, a couple more research breakthroughs wherever there's a bonus language, and just to give them a few more meta magic feats. Well, if you enjoyed this prestige class, let me know. Until we all game again, guys.